Welcome to my online prep, and today we are going to learn on calculation of interest and annuities chapter 1. The agenda is interest, simple interest, compound interest, fixed and floating interest. We will also learn about annuities, present value of ordinary annuity, present value of annuity due, future value of ordinary annuity, and future value of annuity due. Interest. Interest is a price paid for using someone else's money. It is thus the fee for the privilege of borrowing money. The fee represents the price a person pays for the ability to spend or consume in the present instead of having to wait for the future to do so. So, it is an extra money that you pay if you have borrowed money, or the extra money that you receive if you have money in some types of bank accounts, compound interest, interest rate. Simple interest. Simple interest is the interest computed on the principal for the entire period of borrowing. It is calculated on the outstanding principal balance and not on the interest previously earned. It means no interest is paid on interest earned during the term of the loan. Now, let's see how to calculate simple interest. The formula of calculating simple interest is I equal to P into R into T, where I is interest, P is principal, R is the interest rate, and T is the time period. So let's understand it with an example. Riza invested rupees 10,000 in a mutual fund with the interest rate of 6%. How much interest would she earn after 3 years? First of all, we will figure out what information is given in the question and what needs to be found out. Here, given that P is rupees 10,000, R is 6%, T is 3 years, I, that's interest, which we need to calculate. Alright, since nothing is mentioned in this question on type of interest rate, we consider it as simple interest. Here, we will apply simple interest formula. So by formula, I equal to P into R into T. Putting the value of P, R and T, it will become rupees 10,000 into 6% into 3. So 6% of 10,000 will come up to 600. 600 will be multiplied by 3, that will come up to rupees 1800. So Riza will be earning rupees 1800 interest if she invests rupees 10,000 for 3 years at 6% simple interest. Got it? Let's take it further. Compound interest. Compound interest is the addition of interest to the principal sum of a loan or deposit. In other words, it is the interest on interest. It is the result of reinvesting interest rather than paying it out, so that the interest in the next period is then earned on the principal sum plus previously accumulated interest. So let's find out what is the calculation of compound interest. So we have a formula to calculate compound interest, which is A equal to P into 1 plus R to the power of N and T, where A is the interest, the amount accumulated, that's principal plus interest. P is the principal, R is the interest rate, N is the number of times per year that interest is compounded. T is the time period. So let's understand this formula with an example. So let's discuss first when interest compounded annually. Suppose you deposit rupees 50,000 in ICICI Bank for 2 years at 10% per annum, which is compounded annually. What would be the interest amount after 2 years. Have you noticed here in question? It is mentioned that the interest is being compounded annually. So first, we all need to confirm what information is given in the question and what needs to be found out. Okay, so this question can be solved by applying simple interest formula, which is I equal to P into R into T. But suppose a time period had been 12 years, then it would have been difficult to calculate it separately and also lengthy and a complex one. That is why we use compound interest formula in order to avoid complexity of calculation. So let's go further. Here, from this example, given that A is equal to the amount accumulated, that is